Hi, who's ready to learn how to read food labels? Hi, I'm Nicole Eichinger with Nutrition's My Life. So the main thing with food labels, I want you to understand this concept. Don't count calories, count chemicals. Simple. Write that down. I don't want you to count calories, but count chemicals. And I'll show you why in just a second. So when it comes to reading food labels, they just changed all these nice little, tidbits about the food label for us to understand it a little bit better. And previously, there was one serving had 100 calories, and then you'd have to multiply it. So I ate 3 servings of those chips. So in reality, I ate 300 calories. Well, now they have the amount of calories for the entire bag, and then they also have the servings in there. So there's a little bit of changes that have happened in this last year that I do want y'all to be aware of. But like I said, I don't want y'all to be so hung up on the calories that you get overwhelmed with it, that you're tracking every little thing that you're eating. If you want to write down what you're eating so you can visualize and see, where I'm missing the fruits and veggies, then that's great. But when it comes to checking out a food label, I like just looking at the ingredient list. So that's what I'm going to share first with you guys, is how and why we need to look at the ingredient list when we're buying something that's prepackaged. So here I have my huge bag of black beans. They're dried black beans, and I'm an organic fan of most things that I can afford. My fruits and vegetables, I don't always get organic. I like to soak them in water and vinegar. But when I can, I splurge a little bit on my organic. So I have my black beans right here. And then this is actually, yes, a soda. We had this sitting on our counter for 2 weeks, and thank goodness there's still this much left. It was brought for a birthday party that we had, and so I just have these two to show you guys what you're going to be looking for. So let me get up close and show you guys. Okay, so right here, if it'll focus on it, we have, see how many ingredients there's a lot of ingredients in here. So if you can't see it, the first thing is carbonated water, high fructose corn syrup, always a no, caramel color, phosphoric acid, really hard on your bones, natural flavors, caffeine. So there's a decent amount of ingredients here in this soda. So obviously I can't, I didn't have another soda to compare to. I do have water, which is only water, so you can compare that. But I wanted to give you all an idea of what you're going to be looking for as far as the ingredients go. This one says organic black beans. That's it. That's it. So kind of a rule of thumb is, if you don't know any of these words, like if you had no idea what phosphoric acid was, and that it actually wasn't good for you, I wouldn't eat it. If you had no idea how to say something, it's a good idea not to put it into your body. So with reading the food label, the largest amount of whatever it is in that product is going to be labeled first. So the more it either weighs or the most volume is going to be listed first, and then the least amount. So that way you can kind of judge, okay, so if something does have some sugar in it, hopefully it's towards the bottom of the ingredient list versus the top. If it does have some salt in it, hopefully it's on the bottom of the list and instead of the top. So if you have some of those words that you actually do know, but you can't make that decision just by looking at the label, look at the ingredient list. That's going to be the first thing I want you guys to look at. Skip over the food label, read down to the ingredient list, so that way you guys can make an informed decision about what you're buying. These are all chemicals, so I'm counting these chemicals. That's why I haven't drank this one. It's because I don't want that in my body. I don't want that to be hard on my bones. Phosphoric acid is actually, processed through the kidneys, and so that could be a little rough on our kidneys. So there's a few things here that I just, I'm not saying I don't ever drink a soda. I do. I'm human. I have one, once in a blue moon, but it's not something that you're going to